Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second down, Murray sets to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw is Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That one let go deep for Laporta.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make. Absolutely. Takes two to tango. They'll run with Price. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Play fake. Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. Now Goff on 1st down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular. From the red zone now, Goff rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
From 13 yards out.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Murray. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Murray.
There's Jefferson to pull that in.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
An inside give to Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have regained the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the 50, it's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
from 13 yards out.
And the Lions are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Murray now steps away to his left.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff now looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. An audible here to get a new look. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense. But still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level. Make sure that...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Murray now on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll run forward with Mason. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. A give right side for Gibbs.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Another run for Gibbs here.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
St. Brown in motion right.
On 4th down, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Running right, Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Murray from midfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Murray. That is caught. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Up the middle, Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The give is to Jones.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now it's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Goff now to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
Inside the 20.
He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.